So I was just sitting here minding my own business. Then something very scary happened. They released the first Warden snapshot. That is correct. They have released the very first snapshot from Minecraft 1.19. But however, this is an experimental snapshot that you need to download from a Minecraft article. So let's go and talk about on how you can download that right now. In order to download this experimental snapshot, you need to click on the link down below and go to the very bottom of the page where it says download the zip file. Then it will download the file. Then once that's done, go over to your file explorer and type %, then press enter. Go down to versions, then open the zip file. Go ahead and drag that version folder right into the versions, and you got the experimental snapshot installed. Then once you're in the launcher, go to installations, click on new installation, and when you click on version, you should find the 1.19 snapshot. And here we are within the snapshot. And in my inventory, we have a bunch of new blocks that you can now get within the snapshot. And these were previously only available on the Bedrock edition, except for the Sculk Sensor that was available on both. But the only way that you could get the Sculk Sensor on Java Edition was by using a give command. The only way to get on Bedrock was by using the wild update toggle. But now it is available for both platforms, which is actually really great. But it's a lot more fleshed out over on the Java Edition than it has been over on Bedrock. Bedrock Edition has yet to get wall occlusion. The Sculk Sensor works by detecting vibrations. So any mob moving around it, it will detect a vibration. If you place down a block or break a block, it will detect the vibrations. Then it's going to emit some redstone. There's like an entire list of objects that this thing can detect. So if you want to know more information, it is available over on the wiki page. Now let's say you don't want it to detect vibrations and emit a redstone signal. Well, if you place down a Sculk Sensor, and you place wool right in front of it, then it's not going to detect any vibrations at all. Even if you're running around, jumping around, or placing random blocks, it will not detect it whatsoever. But anywhere that there is no wool, it will detect those vibrations. Then our next block goes hand in hand with the Sculk Sensor because it is the Sculk Shrieker. The Sculk Shrieker, my goodness, this is a block that is scary. This has the ability to summon the Warden. So let's say you're down inside the deep dark and you're minding your own business, you're running around trying to look around the ancient cities. Well, you have yourself these Sculk Sensors, and when they detect a vibration, their little friends, the Sculk Shrieker, is going to be there to be a tattletale and tell the Warden where you are. So just imagine for a second that we're down inside the deep dark. Well, we got one sensor there. We got a Shrieker there. I start walking, the sensor detects us, and then the Shrieker will detect the vibration. The Warden could be right on top of you at any moment. Seriously, the Warden, he is terrifying. You do not want to mess with him. The Sculk Catalyst is a very unique block because it will actually store XP. So once I place down this block, in any mob that I kill around an 8 block radius, the Catalyst will detect it and it will convert whatever XP the mob would have dropped into Sculk blocks, as you can see right there. And it's not like the Bedrock edition where it's fixed at a certain amount. It's a little bit more fleshed out over on the Java edition. So every time we kill a mob, depending on the mob that we kill, it will end up giving you a different amount. So kill the chicken, we got a little bit less than the one we got over there. Just kill the wither skeleton, and we got a whole lot more. So place down our salmon, grab our sword, make some sushi, and this time we only got one. If you killed something as big as the Ender Dragon though, then you would be able to get a lot more blocks for your buck. When you break these blocks, then they will give you XP back. So we're going to break all these blocks and we're going to see how many levels we get. So after breaking all those blocks, we're almost up to level 2. In the changelog, they also stated that you need Silk Touch to get any of these blocks. Otherwise, they will just drop XP. They also made the hoe the tool to break these with. So we have a diamond hoe right here, and it's also got Silk Touch. So once you start breaking these, then we shall acquire them. Mojang also introduced a brand new enchantment. So a lot of times, whenever we're in Minecraft and we're sneaking around, we generally move really slow. But however, this new enchantment, this will change this forever. So this new enchantment is called Swift Sneak. So I'm going to apply that. So once I enable our boots and I now crouch, watch this, we're moving a lot faster. With level 1, it doesn't really look like you're moving any faster, but you are moving just slightly faster. This enchantment does go up to level 3 though. So level 2 will be faster than level 1. The level 3 will be a lot faster than those two. So with level 3 equipped, when we crouch or we start moving around, Yeah, we are definitely moving a lot faster. It's like we're moving at the same speed as when we're walking. So yes, I think it might be the exact same speed. This enchantment only really has one useful purpose, and that is when you're way down inside the deep dark. Because you're down in the deep dark, you're trying to avoid being detected by the warden, and so these will definitely help quite a bit. So that way you're not moving like an old granny or an old grandpa going to the supermarket. Trust me, we don't want to be that slow. The only way to get this new enchantment though is by going through the deep dark. So you have to go to the ancient cities and go ahead and look through the chest, and hopefully you will find one of these ancient treasures. But question is, what other ancient treasures could be awaiting us in the future? And finally we have the Warden. The Warden is a mob that everybody's been looking forward to for a very long time. And the scary mob is finally arrived, and my goodness, isn't he horrifying? Now there's a few things that you need to know about the Warden. So if the Warden does detect any vibrations and he's going to sniff around and try to find a player or something that he can attack. So for example, if I place down a villager, the villager is going to start moving around and the Warden is going to start sniffing. And he's going to try to figure out where the villager is. But once he detects the mob, then he's going to roar and he's going to run right after that mob. He's going to run after the mob and attack them. So he is a very, very dangerous force. Oh no, poor baby chicken. Warden, why did you kill the poor chicken? It's also stated that if you throw projectiles and the Warden detects another one within 5 seconds, then he's gonna get mad at the shooter. If the Warden doesn't find you within a minute, then he's gonna go back under the ground and he's gonna despawn. And with that being said, we're now gonna head down to the deep dark. Welcome to the deep dark cities, also known as the ancient cities. These cities, they look incredible. You got the big Warden face right in the center, and this actually has a new type of deep slate, which is called reinforced deep slate. It kind of looks like it has a spine in there, to be honest. I've also heard that this new reinforced deep slate, it is as tough as obsidian. So that means that it's going to take you a little bit of time to break this, if not even longer. And as you go throughout the deep dark, you can also find loot inside chests. So we got ourselves some healing potions, we got some books and some bones, and inside the second one, we just got ourselves bones. We will also find all the Sculk blocks, and plus we got ourselves the Warden right there. So the Warden popped up because we got detected by the Sculk Shriekers. So that's not very good at all. But as you go throughout here, you will have to be very, very careful that you do not get detected by the Warden. And you got yourselves another chest with some books. I mean, if you're lucky enough, maybe you'll find yourself some good treasure like that new enchantment I told you about. There will be more stuff added to the deep dark, so don't you worry, there will be other treasures eventually. I've also noticed that there's this wool area, so if you're in this area, then you should in theory be safe, because these Sculk Sensors and Shriekers, they cannot detect you when you're on top of wool. Now Warden though, he is terrifying. That's basically all for this experimental snapshot for 1.19 Wild Update. And as the name implies, this is only experimental. So that means that things will most definitely change. If you guys want to try out the snapshot, there will be a link down below in the description. And go let me know your thoughts on what you think of the snapshot. If you guys enjoyed today's video, then let me know by leaving a like on it. Subscribe if you're new around here. Hope you have a logical day. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye.